Hey everyone, Investor here. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, please consider hitting that subscribe button, the bell icon, as well as hitting that thumbs up. Give this video a like. I try to bring these videos out as often as I can. Try to do them every week for you guys. If you are new, this channel is dedicated to the dividend investing portfolio, the dividends that you can receive, working on kind of what every average Joe person would be dealing with in their lives, such as mortgage, family, those type of things. So this is to show what you can do on kind of a limited means type situation kind of thing. So I'd like to try to educate people and show what we can do, as opposed to looking at accounts that have multi-millions of dollars and all these other things. So showing what can be done if you're interested in the investing world. So please stick with the channel, guys. Help me out. Let's get into it. So this past week, you can see I'm up $47, 47.32. So I was able to add just a little bit over $1,100 into the account this past week or two, kind of thing. I did miss a video last week. I was actually working. I put in quite a bit of overtime, which is where the $1,100 came in. So I was able to add most of that to the account, and I'll show you kind of what I picked up with it. I actually did double a position, and I will show you that when we get to the spreadsheet. But just so you guys can see, just under $6,400 into the account now. Couple of good things did happen this last week and a half, 2 weeks. Especially with the dividends. So anyway, guys, let's jump right into the spreadsheet. As you can see, quite a few things have changed. We'll get to the shares here when I get over to one of the other tabs. But as far as the red and green, kind of where we're sitting, gains, losses, including the dividend. A couple more reds, especially with the telecom sector. Verizon and AT&T have just really been struggling this past couple weeks. But it's a good opportunity to buy. It's they're down, they're struggling. Great time to get in because at least to my opinion, they will go back. Kraft Heinz is still continuing to struggle. I did pick up a couple shares of that. We'll cover more of that too when we get into the spreadsheet. But you can see quite a bit more red. The market the last week or so has been struggling in several areas. So still got some good things going. Some of the greens, quite a good number. You can see the Energy Transfer here, the company that I just picked up a couple weeks back. Doing relatively good on that one so far. I did add quite a few more shares. You can see I only have 5, but I started with 1, and that was just a couple weeks ago. So I did add a couple more. So not bad here, guys. So at the end of the day, when we look at gains, losses, red, green, what is the overall objective? For me, as well as many of you guys out there, I'm sure it's just to put more money in your pocket. We want to see an increase in our revenues. We want more money to either be able to live our life, just spend on all the fun stuff, just be able to have the money in case of an emergency. You never know. But that, to me, is the ultimate goal, is finding a way to put that passive income in your pocket. So, I look at these, as a way to measure, is it doing good? Is it not doing good? But at the end of the day, I'm still looking forward to the dividends that are coming in. The dividends can help wipe out some of these numbers. You just got to stay with it. You got to keep that mental focus on what the overall goal is, what the prize at the end of the tunnel is. So let's jump over to the growth. You can see here with the spark line. It's kind of a good mix here, reds and greens. So quite a bit. Like I said, I did add quite a few shares, and we're going to cover that here in just a minute, kind of thing. So it did increase my SCHD holding to just over $2,000 now. So with the 27 shares. So right now projected for about $340 of annual income, just with what I'm holding on to. And guys, if you are new, I have only started doing this since basically January. I started buying into the dividend shares. So obviously I'm not going to receive any dividends the same month I bought it. It's going to happen the next month. So realistically, only the 5 months worth of time period to be able to start accruing dividends. $350 I think is great. You just got to think again, what's that end goal? What's that prize? We want that money in our pocket, but it's not going to get there overnight. So you've got to start small. But for $350 so far this year, obviously I'm going to keep continuing to put more money into the account. The positions are going to double, triple, I hope, with that drip over the next year, kind of thing. That number is going to go up. So you've just got to stay focused. Continually to put money into the account, buy new shares, and watch it grow. So jump over to the calendar, guys. You see for July, so far this is what I've received. There's a couple coming up here in the next week, so I'll get that updated on next week's video. But thus far, So $7.84 for Jeppy, $1.82 for O. I did pick up some more shares of that too. We'll cover here. $2.33 from Coke, 11 cents from VU. This is just tracking the S&P. Para, I did receive the 5 cents, even though I no longer hold this position. I did during that period, so it paid me the 5 cents. But the 5 cents is all they're going to give per share, which is one reason I got rid of it. I only have the one share. So anyway, that's where the 5 cents came from. And then the SPBO, the ETF. So up to $12.38 so far this month. Should see that right around 20, I think, once this month ends. Got a couple more coming in, like I said, the following week. So projected, according to Purple Bricks, was about 1997, give or take, for the month. So we should be right pretty close to that. So not bad. This is kind of a down month. You'll see some of the higher months will be when you hit those quarterlies. I really rely on Jeppy and O to be able to give me some of the higher numbers, especially since those are monthly payers. So, but you can see coming into next month, quite a few stars. The stars do represent that. I should be receiving a dividend payment for that ticker that month. So not bad, guys. $12.38 so for the month so far. So $68.30 is what I've received total so far this year. It doesn't seem like a lot, but again, guys, this is only from right here. Those couple of months. So jump over to the charts here for you. So with the $12.38 plugged in, you can see that for the July here, we're already doing better than the other months here, minus June. We still got a little bit to go, but June was one of the quarterly payers. SCHD was a big play into that. So, but again, I'm looking for, if it's staggered a little bit, I'm looking for growth. I'm looking for it to keep continually climbing. You come over to my sectors, kind of trying to even some things out a little bit. You can see where I'm at with the positions here. SCHD and Jeppy are still continuing to hold the top spots. I did add to O this particular week and a half. I'm going to refer to it as week, even though, like I said, I'm a week behind. I didn't get to you guys last week. I was working. I wasn't able to get a video out. So, but it kind of worked out in my favor doing that extra overtime. So this past week is where I've kind of contributed to that a little bit. So telecom, everything stayed the sectors, everything stayed the same there. I haven't added anything new. I haven't taken anything away. So no change as far as where the pie is for sectors in the portfolio. So for the goals, so 27.83 shares. So I'm a little over halfway there to the 50 shares I want to have of SCHD. 12.73 now of O out of the 50. The Jeppy right at half, as well as the $9.75. That's just based off the couple months that I've got so far out of the 50 I would like to see. So looking at the 50s so far for the year, guys. So SCHD, 50 shares. O, 50 shares. Jeppy, I want 50 shares. Then I want to make $50 a month in passive income and that dividend income. So obviously we still got quite a few months to go throughout the year. Please let me know in the comments, guys, if you think these goals are achievable with kind of what we've got going on in the portfolio, with what you see. Please go back. You can take a look at some of those other videos and kind of see my progression. Where am I going? Let me know if you think that's achievable. Right now, I'd like to believe it is. I'd like to believe I'm not only going to hit that goal, I am going to exceed it. But you got to have that positive mindset, right? So as far as the shares, you can see old and new here. Difference, I did add just over 4 shares of SCHD, just over 3 shares of Jeppy, added a share of Verizon, added a share of AT&T. And this is where I doubled my position in O. I went from 6 to just over 12.5 shares. So really trying to focus on O, trying to bring it up to at least where the SCHD and Jeppy are, so I could try to keep those in line with hitting that goal. So really centered on trying to add shares there, especially since it's a monthly payer. Added 2 shares of Coke, added 2 shares of ABR. You can see the Glad and the VU. These ones here, this is strictly just income from the drip. So the drip went in, reinvested, and that's what it bought for me. Added a little over 2 shares of Kraft Heinz, including the drip. The para, it's still going to be on here until the end of the year, but obviously it's only the 1 share. So Lowe's, PGX, SPBO, these are all from the drip as well, just from dividends being received and reinvested. And then as well as Energy Transfer, my spreadsheet was being a little bit weird. I did have the 1 point whatever it was shares before, so I picked up, we'll just call it 5 shares I did pick up an additional 5 shares there, so I'm going to continue to do that one here. Something I'll probably focus on, once I hit the goals of hitting my other 3 that I'm trying to hit. So because once I hit those 3, I'm going to probably pick a new 3, focus on those while I'm continuing to try to round out the portfolio, guys. So not bad, like I said, so far for the month, guys. You can see $12.38. Like I said, I'm expecting to get that around 20. For the this is kind of one of the lower months so far for the year. Everything projected wise. I'll show you. Looks like it should be increasing till you get to November. It's going to be kind of a soft month there, and then finish big with December. These figures are going to change. They probably have already changed. I've got to do the updated once I get the remainder of the drip put in for the week and get those shares updated. I will get these figures updated as well as where we're sitting. Because I have added quite a few shares now over the past week and a half here, so the projected income should go up as well. So I'm excited about what I'm looking at. I'm excited about what I'm seeing, guys. There's a lot of potential here for the account to double by the end of the year, especially at the rate I'm trying to put the money in. I'm being as aggressive, if I can speak today, as I can to increase whatever holdings I can. I'm trying to increase those funds. I'm trying to put that money in and buy as many shares as I can. Again, it's not a sprint. This is more of a cross-country journey. But I'm trying to get everything going as fast as I can. Trying to get in while I can. Especially when some of the things are down. So again, guys, if you're new, if you're returning, I appreciate the support. Please hit that subscribe button. Please leave a comment. Let me know again on those goals. Am I going to hit it or am I going to not? And if you have any advice on what you think I can do to kind of help achieve that goal, to make sure that I hit it. I am new to this. I am in no way, an advocate for any investment advice, anything like that. This is just me investing in my stuff and showing you what I can do and what can be done on a limited account. Eventually the account will get there, but just starting out at the beginning of the year, I think it looks pretty good for what I could see. So again, guys, I appreciate the support. Just please hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Happy investing.